The 7 environmental principles of nature. Number 1. Nature knows best. This is the most basic of the environmental principles. We must understand nature and its rules to maintain balance in the environment. For example, the water cycle shows how water continuously flows in the environment. It evaporates from the surface of the earth, forms into clouds, and falls back to earth as rain. Disrupting this cycle can cause an imbalance, which reduces the benefits that nature provides to us. We should therefore learn more about nature and follow its rules. Number 2. All forms of life are important. From the smallest bacteria to the largest whales, all organisms are important in maintaining balance in nature. The more diverse the life forms, the more stable the environment becomes. Each organism has a function. Food webs, food chains, and other relationships link plants and animals together in the web of life. If a species becomes extinct, it gravely disrupts the natural balance. Therefore, we need to respect all forms of life because they have a role to play in the balance of nature. Number 3. Everything is connected to everything else. All components in the ecosystem, both living and non-living, interact with each other to ensure that natural balance is maintained. Any disturbance in this interaction can result to an imbalance and the deterioration of the environment. Human interaction with nature often alters the ecosystems. For instance, what we do on land affects the ocean. About 80% of the trash we throw on land ends up in the ocean and kills wildlife. Wild areas are continuously being exploited and wild species are being captured, causing new viruses like COVID-19 to jump from animals to humans. We are all connected during this pandemic as well because no one is safe unless everyone is safe. Number 4. Everything changes. There is nothing more permanent than change. There are 3 kinds of changes: linear, cyclical, and random change. A caterpillar transforming into a butterfly or a baby growing into an adult is an example of linear change. The changing tides and monsoon patterns are cyclical or repetitive changes that affect the ocean. Random changes are caused by natural occurrences such as typhoons or tsunamis that alter the landscape. We have made so many changes to the environment that are disastrous to nature. For example, we are over-harvesting fish, especially those at the top of the food chain like sharks, changing the balance in the marine environment and its ability to feed us all. Number 5. Everything must go somewhere. The things we throw away disappear from sight but do not cease to exist. They will always go somewhere else. Wastes that decompose naturally like dead leaves and food scraps return to the soil to be eaten by worms, bacteria, and fungi. They enter into a natural cycle that is beneficial to the ecosystem. But natural bacteria cannot break down non-biodegradable products such as plastic water bottles, face masks, and gloves. Most of them take hundreds of years to break down. Once they do, they disintegrate into microplastics. Scientists say that microplastics have now entered our food and water supply, and this could adversely affect health in the long run. We need to reduce, reuse, and recycle. Try not to throw anything away. There is no away. Number 6. Ours is a finite earth. Everything that we need is provided by nature in abundance. Plants, fish, water, and air are renewable resources that are quickly replenished through natural cycles. Coal and fossil fuels, which are very slow to replace, are called non-renewable resources. Unfortunately, we are quickly using up our resources. It takes over 650 million years to produce fossil fuels, but we are exhausting them in only 100 years. Our increased rate of logging and fishing does not give forests and fish stocks enough time to regenerate. Let us tread lightly on the earth by using only what we need. There is no planet B. Number 7. Nature is beautiful and we are stewards of God's creation. Creation implies the existence of a creator. Of all creation, humans are the only ones made in the image of God and gifted with intellect and reason. We were given dominion over all creation. All the beauty and abundance that God created are for us to enjoy. The generations after us have the right to experience God's creations too. We are therefore stewards of nature, the guardians of the earth, and not its owner. To enjoy creation now and transmit it to future generations of humankind, we need to use our God-given wisdom to conserve and care for Mother Earth. These are the 7 environmental principles of nature. Let's uphold these principles and take care of our environment.